My name's Mark Levine, and I want to get your college-age kids out of the house. I'm not joking. The millennials may be the first generation in America since the Great Depression not to do better off than their parents. And the reason is, as Chanel mentioned, it's college affordability. Now, Chanel's absolutely right about pre-K. She's absolutely right about Head Start. But I have a detailed plan to make college more affordable, and the question was, what's a plan you could get through with Republican support? Let me tell you why this one's a good one. Because I agree with Elizabeth Warren. We have to lower student loan rates. We have to lower it to the rates we pay banks. She's absolutely right about that. They do take $20 billion a year, but we're going to have to fight with Republicans on that one. I'm willing to make that fight. But I have a plan that actually costs nothing, and that's why I think Republicans will support it, that I think can lower college costs 1/3. And all it is using the power of the federal government to negotiate down student loans. See, right now, we give about 25% of all of our education aid to for-profit universities, like Phoenix, these Mickey Mouse degrees. They can exist, I won't ban them, but I don't want to subsidize them either, because only 10% of students go to them, and 50% of students default on their debt there. So I would take all that money away and put it in the pool to 4-year and 2-year nonprofit institutions. But their costs are going through the roof, too. In the last 30 years, the last generation, college costs have gone up 6 times. Inflation has doubled. Do your math. That means college costs, the real cost of college, has tripled over the last 30 years. And the reason is, when you look at those Pell Grants and those Stafford loans, they're so important. They look at what a kid can pay, and they look at what the college charges, and the more the college charges, guess what? The more money they get from the federal government. I would entirely reverse that. I would say to the colleges, we're going to give you the money if you lower your costs and sign a deal to keep it at the rate of inflation. And I'd make the states sign on too. And the colleges that want to keep jacking up their rates, they're going to lose their federal money. And I don't think they want to do that, because they get a lot of money from the federal government, almost 1/3 in some cases. Now we have a battle among colleges. Who can keep rates lower? And that's the kind of battle I want to see. My model, by the way, and I know it's a creative solution, my model is the Canadian healthcare system. Because they use their power to negotiate down drug costs. It's the reason why their drugs cost 1/3 of what our drugs do under Medicare. And the way I get Republican support, I go to the Congressional Budget Office, and I'm used to this. This is what I did working for Barney Frank, and I get a nice fat 0 as the cost. All it is about reallocating money that we already spent. And then I take it to the Republicans and I say, we can make college half the cost, and it costs us nothing. You want to work with me quietly on it and co-endorse it, we'll get it passed. If not, I go on national TV and I call them out and get your kids out of the house. Thanks.